everyone, welcome back to another 1v1 Warhammer battle. This is going to be the Empire versus Dwarves. I'm bringing Karl Franz on his Griffin because he's a valid pick now that the Empire has access to the Lore of Life. So I also have a Jade Wizard, and then the front line is going to be 2 Spearmen on the flanks upgraded to the point where they can hold a little bit better, and then a core of Flagellants, and then behind them are Handgunners. We have 2 Empire Knights on each flank, well, 1 on each flank, and then the Hammer of Witches and a Sterling's Revenge Vanguard deployed in the opposite part of the deployment zone that the enemy deployed in, obviously, because it always works out that way. So they have a very long way to go. For the Dwarf player, we have 2 Dwarf Warriors with great weapons on the flanks. We have a core of Miners with blasting charges. Not terrible, I think, because the blasting charges can really wreck low armor troops like what the Empire has. Then we also have 2 Slayers protecting 2 Cannons, 2 Thanes, and a Rune Lord right here, Grumbling Guard, and then 3 Quarrelers. I think that's it. Nice job bringing the Thanes, because I never see them. So I really appreciated that. So anyway, the Hammer of Witches was here to try and shut down any of the Dwarven artillery and then shoot anything else, because it's supposedly, really accurate and has a high firing rate because it's a unit of renown and it's fully upgraded. But you can see it actually kind of missed all of its shots against this cannon. Actually, that one hit there. But the problem here is that we're going to be dueling against 2 cannon, and then these 2 cannon are going to be firing at my 1. So I think my Hammer of Witches actually loses out in this fight. It will do some damage though. So the goal, or the point of this entire build, is very simple. The Flagellants and Spears are just supposed to hold down the Dwarven infantry, and the Gunners are supposed to sit in a line behind them and fire. And that's it. that is no real crazy strategy, no crazy trap cards, just simple. And then, of course, the Empire Knights are supposed to take out their ranged if we can get them in there. You can see that they do have Slayers, though, so I'm going to try and tie them down if I can. So the Quarrelers are going to start firing into the Flagellants. Flagellants don't have any shields, and they have very low armor, so they're going to take a lot of damage here. And then there come... Look at that miner... Look at that one throw with the blasting charge. Like, that's a lot of damage. But anyway, the Flagellants are going to go in there. The Life Wizard was not supposed to go in there, so I'm going to pull him back. I'm going to do a quick heal over here, I believe, with an AoE heal. I'm going to throw Karl Franz, I think, into a Quarreler. You can see the amount of damage we have dealt with this one cannon. Oh no, I'm throwing them into the Rune Lord right at the very beginning. That's right. So the Rune Lord and the Grumbling Guard. Meanwhile, the Knights are going to be coming in and trying to get into these Quarrelers. You can see the Slayers are coming in as well. So I have this free Spearman right here, and I'm going to throw him into the Slayers to try and stop them. Meanwhile, Sterling's Revenge is still marching up, and we have pretty much freedom to just fire at whatever with our handgunners back here, because we have most of the Quarrelers already tied down with my very cheap Knights here, and again, we're running in the Spears. My cannon versus their cannon, I think my cannon just lost. Yeah, all 3 of my cannons are now gone, so all I have left is the crew. We managed to deal some damage to one of their cannons, and that's the risk when you only bring 1 cannon against a dwarf, because they may double down and they'll outnumber you. But anyway, in the middle, you can see my Flagellants are totally being destroyed, but that's okay, because they're still alive. Karl is still there, doing some damage to the Rune Lord, and you can see my handgunners are just having a field day, because they're not really threatened by much, since I've tied down most of these Quarrelers, or at least I did briefly, and now I'm doing rear charges into the enemy's Miners right here, and I'm just trying to escape from the 2 Slayer groups. I'm just trying to keep them tied up with my Spearmen for as long as I can. That is their entire point. My Jade Wizard at this point has healed up Karl Franz with that single regrowth target once, and I'm going to hit him again. You can see he's just getting focused down by the Quarrelers and the Grumbling Guard and the Rune Lord, so I'm trying to pull him out of this combat because he's taking a lot of damage, but also their front line is taking a lot of damage. Like, our Flagellants have been nearly destroyed, but they held off long enough for my handgunners to destroy the Miners, they're destroying the Grumbling Guard. We do have a Thane that's going to be slowly marching over here, and they're going to get into my handgunner group there, but that's okay. So now Karl Franz is going to try and finish off these cannon crew because the Slayers are way over here, and I don't want to get focused down by the Quarrelers who are still pointing forward. And then my Knights are going to come reeling around and trying to hit these Quarrelers, and then I think this Knight group's going to hit this Quarreler again. Sterling's Revenge still marching forward. I want to try and get them into some kind of armored unit. I should have probably just had them shoot the Quarrelers in the back, but I did not. That was a mistake. And right here, we're going to try and kite with the handgunners because the Rune Lord and the Grumbling Guard are chasing them, and we're just going to try and shoot everybody down here. That's what we're doing currently. Karl Franz is doing some damage to the cannon, but now the Quarrelers have reacquired him as a target. I think I cast a heal spell on him. Yeah, there we go. Regrowth is now back on, so he's going to be healing up to basically all that he can heal left because he's almost out of his regeneration. Trying to tie down this Rune Lord. We're now assigning these 2 handgunners, or will be, to fire to the Rune Lord's back. Sterling's Revenge, there we go, is now starting to fire into the Quarrelers. My Flagellants, again, have been just basically all destroyed, but they have dealt their job really well. And my Empire Knights, I'm not sure why I chased them into... or ran them into Slayers there at the end. I don't remember doing that instead of, well, whatever. But that is when I believe the enemy army is going to concede and Karl Franz is going to win it. It was a quick skirmish, but it was really bloody because I lost most of my front line and some of my knights with those Dragonback Slayers. But I still had my Stone's Revenge, which was full, and then my, of course, all my handgunners back here as well. And I think we had just sniped the Rune Lord, or was just about to. So good game to my opponent there. Evil Lichen? Lichen? Is it Lichen or Lichen? Probably Lichen. Anyway, for my kills here, 15 kills and Karl Franz is okay. My front line did all right. They killed some miners, but again, they were just there to hold to the bitter end. And you can see the real kills were in my handgunners, as they were supposed to be. And the Empire Knights also got a decent amount of kills. And then the these guys killed 22 cannon crew, because I don't think I had them firing at anything else. So really, the Hammer of Witches was not useful at all, as it kind of usually is, at least in the armies that I make, because I like to make rushdown armies and not really campy armies. So I probably shouldn't have even bought it. I was like, we'll throw in a siege engine here just for the fun of it, just for the flair. But yeah, it didn't really end up doing too much. For Evil Lycan here, 14 kills on the Rune Lord. The Thanes, 49 kills, and that Thane is really good. Killed a lot of flagellants, 27 for this one. The Miners got a decent amount of kills and did a lot of hit point damage with their Sapphire charges. Dwarf Warrior, 61 kills. With a Dwarf Warrior great weapon. That's really good. Cannon Crew shut down my cannon, and I think did a lot of damage to Karl Franz. The Corridors, I was lucky enough to be able to shut down through most of that battle with my Empire Knights. I always think, most of the time anyway, you should bring some sort of mobility unit like Knights against Dwarves, just because they have no mobility whatsoever, and so it's kind of easy to get into their ranks. These Slayers, holy crap. Dragonback Slayers, 100 kills is really good. Grumblegar, 54 kills is really good. And then these Reminders Blast Charges, 42 is great. These things are so cheap, so they definitely pay for themselves there. So again, good game to Evil Lycan, and let's go watch a cinematic view of this battle. Ring those bells, flagellants. And prepare to die, because you are all about to have a bad day. But it's alright, you died for Karl, you know? Or Sigmar, or whatever you died for. I think the Satchel Charge idea would have worked a little bit more if they had more time to throw off their second wave. But I didn't really give them much time to do that. Yes! Empire Knights! And I think this was a mismicro just because I was microing other things, so I didn't mean to charge into the Slayers, but, you know, stuff happens. At least the Corridors are shut down for right now, so it allows my handgunners just to do what they do. Now, some of them were obstructed, but you can see we still get a lot of shots off here. And this was me basically just running away from the Slayers and trying to do some work on my way out because they were chasing me. But now I think we have our Spearmen. Yeah, we have our Spearmen fighting them, which is not a good fight for the Spearmen, but, you know, they will die well. They just really didn't have too much to handle those handgunners. I normally don't invest that much in handgunners, but, you know, sometimes you just want to shoot things, you know? And then these poor dwarves just getting shot point blank. Grumbling Guard are good, but they're not immune to bullets. You can see the thing just wrecking my poor handgunners back there. Sterling's Revenge finally getting into action at the last few moments of the battle. It's such a cool unit. And then that's going to be it. A quick and very bloody battle between Carl and the Rune Lord and his dwarves. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the late action of the Sterling's Revenge. God, for real though, like whenever a Vanguard deployed units like these, they always are deployed on the opposite side of the battlefield. It's my curse. But anyway, thanks again for watching. I'll see you all next time. Take care.